Hi everyone, Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. And I had a great question come in, and this has come up a lot lately, especially this year, because there have been a lot of death. There has been a lot of death this year, a lot of people passing away, and it tends to happen in cycles. And again, I'm trying to make this in a general sense. So of course there are individual experiences in all of this, but there tends to be cycles where more people pass sort of around a certain time frame, and then it kind of quiets down and then it comes up again. This is quite natural in terms of cycles and energetics, but what I really want to point out here in this message is that death is never a punishment. And there are a lot of religious teachings out there, and again, I'm sharing from my perspective and my understanding from spirit, so I really honor everybody else's. So if this resonates, take it. If it doesn't, that's okay. But from what I've understood from spirit is that death is never a punishment. There is never a God energy, another being that says, your time is up, you're out of here, we're going. Even if the human self is not ready to go, the higher self of the soul will know that there was an agreement of an exit to happen. Now, this death or exit could have many variables. There could sometimes be extensions put on it. There could sometimes, the soul may choose to take an earlier exit than maybe the very last one, because many times in our blueprint, we can have several potential exit points. Some of them we may be aware of, having had a really close call, and other ones we may just have completely averted a situation. But we tend to have multiple different exit points at different phases in our lives, and sometimes those exit points are one after another, and other times they're very spread out through various decades. But what happens at the point in which someone does pass on, it is never a point of punishment. And a death is also never to punish somebody else. Somebody isn't taken from your life as a punishment for you, and somebody isn't taken from their own human life as a punishment for them. There is always an agreement of some sort on a higher level of a time in which the person is willing to transition into another experience of soul reality. So I say that in hopes that that brings some comfort for people that are suffering from the loss of someone really important in their life right now. And sometimes we grasp for these ideas, and sometimes we can hang on to anger in it too, or blame. How dare they? How dare this happen? How dare God do this? As much as it hurts, there's a story behind it that is involved with that person's higher self and their desired lessons in this lifetime, the time that they had allotted for this life experience. There's many, many parts that we don't always understand through the pain and the grief of the human experience. So I just wanted to say that, hope that helps. And again, grief is something that is very individual, and we all move through it and process it in a different way. So I absolutely honor that. My hope is that some of this information can help put a little bit of ease and grace into the heart space of those experiencing that extreme loss, to have a sense that there is something more happening, some greater thing, and that nobody involved in any of it is being punished. So I hope that helps. I'll leave that with you all. And for all of you that are suffering right now, or those that you know of that are suffering a loss, my heart goes out to you big time. And I send you lots of love and goodness.